Alright, hello everyone, nice to see you guys. Hopefully everyone's having a pretty good day here. I'm gonna start out with the AMX 1390 to get things going. Like usual, if you have any tank requests, I'll gladly take them. I'm just glad, if anyone who's on Discord here, I'm glad I could stream this morning. It's just, hopefully my schedule at work's not going to change. I'll keep you guys posted though. I just might have to switch a few things around, but for now, it's all good. Alright, as far as the stream, hopefully the chatbot shop is working. It seems like it's working. It was this last stream. Couldn't purchase anything for some reason. Switched around a couple of the items as well. So you'll see there's a couple new ones, but an old one might change, you know. So take a look before you purchase anything. Mainly that's concerned with the challenges. There's 3 now instead of 2. Hello Scud, John, Tig, Lobobo, Victor, Randall, Daniel. I think that's everybody. Nice to see you guys, and Leith and Dana. Got it, so I've gotta not go over that way. Nice to see you, Bio. Thank you very much, Uber, for tipping Levi. I guess I had to fix that sound. I know I was forgetting something. I forgot to refresh it. You got a deep shot on me. I could have hit him. Oh shit. I don't know what the hell he's thinking. He's definitely not, it doesn't look like he's elite either as far as the engine. He's moving a little bit slow there. Get my revenge on this guy. Hello everybody else. I live in New Jersey, South New Jersey. Basically the little southern tip that's dangling off of it. Oh shit, that, holy crap, that WZ-111-14 pushed. Don't think that's gonna end well for him. Thank you for tipping Levi again. 2 of you guys now. Alright, I'm gonna help out over here. Actually, I see a tank that I can hopefully flank. Alright, WZ, stay put right there. Pretty please. Oops, I bounced, and this WZ is not coming to help. Awesome. Ah, now he is. I bounced 2 times though. This is no bueno. I need to not get shot by this TVP. But I've also got to run away, so banking a little bit on some luck here, and I got hit. Just, that probably was stupid then, because I was hoping with so many people in the town over here, you know, all they end up doing is push off one little quadrant. But no, gets hide right back there. But I should have just stuck on the other side where it was a little bit more open. Oh well. Alright, so I'm gonna tip the dog here, and hopefully I can get this working. There we go. Thank you, Uber and Randall, for tipping Levi. Yes, Randall. Hello, bud. He's like, biscuits? I know how this works. Basically, there's a canal that's cut through that makes Cape May technically an island. Not all of it's man-made, but essentially, like, I guess you're looking at it from, like Google Earth. Let me get my next tank, readied up here too, which is the Oho. If you're looking at Google Earth, essentially where the bridges are, starting from the one closest to the harbor, all that is more or less man-made. But thank you very much for tipping Levi. He was waiting for that. And he's out of the camera, so back to me. Alright, so we have a T-54, a grind, 113, Cent XX. Hello Rich, nice to see you. Okay, the mouse, I can get the mouse too. No, that's it. That's all you get. Alright, I guess you're not moving. Hello Azra. That's all good. Know that you're busy. Hello Fort Face. Thanks, I'm glad you liked the video. He's doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. I do not have the Girl 15, unfortunately. Which, hello, Stefan. Or Steven. Whichever one it is. I think it's Stefan. Yeah, Levi's doing pretty good. His foot's bothering him a little bit. Now it's his foot, but he always has some sort of little issue. But it's not even that big of a deal. I'm glad you like the new camera. I finally got it over to where I kind of want it to be for now. I might move it around every now and again. Just in case, you know, Levi's playing or something and you guys want to see him. Since he's... Yeah, that's why a lot of you guys are here, you know, to watch the dog go. Oh god, I just got artied. Yeah, I got back in time and he didn't pen me. Did not want to get penned by Rodney Reagan. Don't know if that was intentional, that name, or... He already got his biscuits, so he's sitting there now. I'm just gonna keep hitting this guy for a few hundred HP each shot here. Although this Conqueror is a problem. If you ever have an HE gun hitting tanks like on the roof or hitting them basically on the engine deck there, right in front of the turret, is kind of this sweet spot to do a little bit of extra damage. Usually the armor's a little bit thinner there. I would say he swapped over to HE. Your HE isn't exactly as good VK there. Nice try though. Well, thanks John for pointing that out. Yeah, that's just because I must have forgot to update it when they switched all the tanks and tiers around. Thanks for pointing that out. I kind of forgot to do that. That sounds pretty fun, Azeroth. Glad you're having a good time. I'm gonna get popped here. Kinda wanna get this guy done with. We have a pretty commanding lead here. I can't hit him there. Can pop him right in his track though. That tortoise looks like he's maybe handled with. I'll at least point my gun. Nah, they got him. To see if I could potentially hit him. Oh ho though, pretty much don't face things that can completely shred you. Luckily that Conqueror couldn't push on me very easily because I had a little helper in IS-3, but just keep plinking people with HE and eventually you rack up enough damage to make it worthwhile. I'm glad your Springer likes the channel. Yes, eventually the TVP T50. More or less my current plans right now, which pretty decent match here. Yeah, most amount of damage. Second most. I had it on XP because I was trying yesterday and today before the stream to get my SPG 15 mission done for the T55A, but that didn't exactly work out. More or less I'm trying to finish my current grinds, and then after that I'm gonna more or less not say start every single tank line. I haven't, but that's when I'll start adding in more tank lines, which I don't have a ton left. But more or less right now I'm grinding the T49, AMX 1390, the tier 8 bat chat to get to the AMX 30 and 30B. I got the RU 251, WZ 11114, and the WZ 132A. Once I'm done those, which the main grind with them is the credits, like the experience is coming. Like I have about 100 to 150k left on most of those tanks. But once I'm done then, I'll be adding the TVP line in. I got Russian TDs, German TDs, SPGs might have to wait a little bit, but there's like French tank destroyers and heavy tanks. But more or less, like, I have most of the lines done, and then Russian lights. Where I'm not going to start every line after I'm done these current ones, but it'll be most of the ones that you guys have been requesting. Yeah, the flag, the troll flag. Hello, Artem. Greetings to you as well. Hopefully it's not too cold there. Granted, I think it's summer. Yeah, summer in Siberia. Alright, let's see how this goes. Just gonna knock down a little bit of trees for myself. Don't know whether or not I'm gonna push up, so yeah, I'm looking for, like, I'm enjoying the tank lines I'm grinding right now. I'm looking forward to, you know, to being able to start some new ones, especially, like, not that I always like playing, say, like, tier 5 to 8, but right now I'm currently, like, more or less stuck at all tier 9 and, you know, tier 8 and 9 grinds for the most part, so it's a little bit nice once things get shaken up a little bit. See you, Azeroth. Have a nice day. Alright, so it looks like they pushed the other side, so I need to unfortunately push up here. It's just the WZ 11114 can overmatch me, but I can't just sit back and wait because our other flank is going to get more or less shredded. But that's where everybody else that's kind of sitting back there, you gotta play with what your team needs. And even though this thing isn't exactly the best close-up brawling tank. You know, it's the best out of all the Swedish TDs for doing that, fortunately for me. It's still not great, though. You gotta do what you gotta do. Like, I could have tried to pop over to the other flank. However, you know, right now I'd be in a really crappy situation. Whereas right now, almost have this flank won, so not that it's even. They still have a leg up on us. I think this is the best option that I could have done for my team here. Let's see, yep, he's still back there. Let's take a shot at him, he should die. And I'm gonna pop back to base. Wonderful weather? That's nice to hear. Oh, where'd Levi? He's still there. As I say, I'm sure Levi would love him. I think he's met one other like Springer in our neighborhood. They haven't like met, but he sees them. He's like, that's me. Because not too many people have Springers, at least around here. I knew I wouldn't be able to actively push onto their base. That's why I'm popping back here in the hopes that I can help out by letting them push into me. This is a little bit better if it's entrenched rather than advancing on an enemy, so that's at least my goal here, is to do that. Although at this point it looks like most of them pulled back. I think that E4 is gonna basically backpedal. I'm gonna try to set up. This might come back to bite me, but I have full HP. I'm not exactly one to sit in the back and wait for the enemy to come to me. Ooh, he's turning all the way around. Fortunately for you, you have a Strev 103B that does not camp in back. So I am prime arty target right now. Just bounced. That's not good for me. I need to move a little bit now. I'm not going to get that lucky and stay alive there. Whoops, that's I fucked up there. I wasn't expecting to get tracked. Oh, well. But more or less I pulled back just because trying to bounce another E4 and girl 15 shot, all they would have to do is pretty much miss what was there, the heat spacer here, and they could pretty much auto pen the front of my tank, so that was crap. I was in a bad spot either way. I probably would have gotten one more shot off had I stayed there though, so hopefully my team suffered because of that. Alright, so next up is the T-54 for a tank request. Panzer, to request a tank, you just type exclamation point, request, hit space, and then write the tank name. That's easiest because it pops up on my screen here if you do that. If you don't do that, you know, I read pretty much every single message in the chat, unless like it's super chaotic. I still pick them out otherwise if people don't use that. There's just a chance I might miss it. Hello, Poser. And hey, Marga. Base, as far as gifts and World of Tanks, you know, it is possible. People do gift me things through the gift shop. Yeah, that does work. You know, I do play on the NA server. I have accounts on other servers, but I don't really, technically I don't play on them. But yeah, you can gift me things if you would like to. Everything's always appreciated, whether it's a tank or gold and stuff like that. Thank you very much for the offer, though. Yeah, gifting things is pretty easy, unless you live. Sometimes if you live like outside the U.S., making a new account and gifting through that server's shop can be a little difficult. You just have to authenticate your account, whatnot. Easy 7, I do not have that tank, unfortunately. If you're talking about the tier 10, I should have said I do have a tank request list. It's in the video description below. Has every tank I can play. I don't have all. I have most tanks, but as far as the PZ7, I have up to the VK4502B for that line. It did work though. The request, yeah. Whenever you use that specific command, it pops up on my chat bot here. Hello Dingo, nice to see you. Thanks, I got a little lucky there. I was honestly afraid that I was going to get shot by a bunch of tanks from their cliffside, but I got a little lucky. I just usually don't go that risky route. Yes. Sometimes, you know, exchanging currencies, that is a little funky. I've had to deal with that when I gift to, like, more or less, I always gift if it's another server. Like, if I run a giveaway or something. It's a little bit odd at times, because, at least now, everything's US dollars. However, when I first started gifting, over through my website for, like, special giveaways and whatnot, it wasn't exactly always in US dollars, and the exchange rate made things extremely weird. Every single time my credit card company frickin' called to, like, are you sure you're gifting to someone in Europe or purchasing this, you know? I'm back. Bat chat 12T. The Dickerbacks? Yes, I can do that. I do have that tank. I do play tank requests in order, so I pretty much after each battle I add them on into that little list that I have going on the right side of the screen. Two tanks with armor. I hate T-54s that shoot heat, however, yeah, it's a little bit justified. Thank you very much, T-57. In this situation, I'd like to win. Granted, I just took a really stupid hit there. They're already... I'll actually wait it out. It's just a tier 9 one. Uh-oh. There's a 1390 in the center that's not spotted. He was shooting me, it looked like from there. I could be wrong though. My problem right now is frickin' Artie that keeps plinking me. We just have... I hate people like C1D1 right now. We could very easily push and win. However, we can't because those guys are camping in the back. It's just a little bit frustrating. We literally can't do anything because, like, they have the HP. We do not. Frickin' grow some balls before we die. Because I can't get out of this location. You know, basically every single route or spot for me to make a shot on the enemy is covered. Yeah, that's why I didn't move up there. If you're getting shot from him, you don't move back to where he's shooting you. Oh, holy cow. The cute dog is currently sitting down there because he got tipped a couple times and he moves to where I give him biscuits from, and he sits there thinking he's gonna get more right away. Yay! The T-57 moved up. You guys can do it. The AMX 1390 is just... okay, he finally moved. Thank God. Alright, this should work. I'm like, can't point down. Alright, time to exact potential revenge. Ah, I missed. No, I didn't think he'd drop all the way down. There we go. That felt so good. I know you can't see him. I can switch the camera over for a few seconds after the battle here. Need to give my team a lesson on how to move up, because driving into enemy shots is not exactly something that they're doing a very good job of avoiding here. I need a little bit of help with my lead time right now. Right, they're a goner. I know, revenge, it's awesome. Most of the time. Alright, so... okay. Someone's making a cheesecake today, so... or a couple cheesecakes, so... don't want to hear basically the food processor right now. You'll probably hear it a little bit, but... which for some of you guys, if you have over, I think it's 7,500 Levi biscuits, basically when you type in rank now, it'll give you back 2 ranks. It should do it automatically. I had to manually assign it, but it is working as far as that. One's based off of watch time, the other Levi biscuits, the currency. Thank you very much for tipping Levi. Leith and Lobobo. Alright, let me get, alright, so I have a grind up next. I just want to get the tank requests working right now. Got a Dicker Max, M48, 85, Marty, Luke's. Let me tip the dog here so I don't forget. Buddy. Hit him on the head. The Scorpion G, I have no idea. Angel. My best guess is, like, for the NA server at least, it will probably return, what is it, Labor Day? I think that's Memorial Day, whatever one it is. The one in the beginning of September. I always get them mixed up. You want one more? Give me a paw. Give me another paw. Thanks. Sit. Sit pretty. Thank you. Thank you for tipping him. That's all he cares about now. He runs through this room every freaking time I walk near it. Like, is it time? Come on, it's biscuit time. Low tier, like tier 5, 6, if people request them, yes. Like, I typically just do down to tier 4. Sometimes I'll do a tank under that, but as long as I own it and have a crew, you can feel free to request it. Like, as far as like mid-tier tanks, there is a Dicker Max and a KV-85, a Luke's, you know, they're coming up somewhat soon. I just need to get through the 113 Centurion Action X mouse, a grind tank, and an E50M first. Levi does do a pretty good job at looking cute. Well, T-34, it's not the most interesting tank, but it has never dropped out of the top 5 as far as the net profit earners for a tier 8 premium. It's got a really good gun, good turret armor, good gun depression. Doesn't need premium rounds all that often. Awesome. You're such a... Screw you, dude. I'm just gonna frickin' blacklist him because he's a dick. Oh, the chat server's not working. Well, it looks like I'm not pushing out here anymore. I was gonna aggressively push down here, but when we have someone frickin' shooting me, they're not pushing hard. Yeah. Yeah, shooting me in the back when I don't have a lot of HP to begin with, really a dick move. I will try to spot for M40, but that was my goal initially. I guess I'll still try to do it, it's just... basically dropping down to about 1,000 HP is not very good. There's a few tanks that can potentially 3-shot me more or less. But yeah, this is kind of what I was afraid of here. Basically, my team never pushed up far enough to actually... I like going to that spot I just did really early on in like a fast medium or a light tank, because oftentimes the enemy freezes right at that corner. You already can hit them hard, you can get shots into the center, you can get shots on them, and for them to push on you, if you have teammates that actually push up a little bit and shoot at them before they can push around the corner on you, you get a ton of assist damage, they have easy shots, and yeah. Fortunately, it didn't exactly work out, because trying to help you, dude. Fortunately, I'm probably gonna die because of it now. No gun depression. Doesn't look like he has... Ooh, I gotta run really quickly here. Yeah. Fortunately, I'm ammo rack now. Yeah, I'm kind of screwed here because now they're at our base. We haven't won the 1-2 line. We'd have nobody in the center. Yeah. This is gonna work out excellent. My only chance is to somehow get this guy ammo racked, but that's probably not going to work. He can just auto pen me unless he bounces off my mantlet. Still ended up somehow with, which unfortunately I don't know why. Nope, the chat server's not working anymore. Oh lord. Which, just give me a second here, because honestly that was such a, like, I don't shoot people back, but somebody doing that, going out of their way to shoot me in the back, I'm putting his name down for when the blacklist actually works again. But yeah, awesome wargaming. They broke the chat contact list again. Don't know how they accomplished that, but they did. Alright, so the 113 is up here. I gotta love it. Hi Abdul, nice to see you. A new premium tank, like right now, there's the Object 252U, Lorraine 40T, T2065 Patriot. They're kind of the top three like net earners. The Strev S1's pretty fun, and that earns credits. Not to say you have the classics, but there's a bunch of the older ones to pick from. But I'm not gonna play a tier 1, unfortunately. Alright, so we have a 13 player match here. Which, does anybody like my new coffee mug here? I think there we go. I have a KV2 coffee mug. I did my best not to drown there, Lobobo. I really hope those two tanks, the Valkyrie Chronicle tanks, never come out on the NA server. They are just horribly unbalanced. Mainly the Nameless, I think. The Strev S1, I find it's fun. I like the Swedish TDs. It's not the easiest to play, but if you like tanks that it doesn't have armor, but it's got really good mobility, really accurate fast firing gun with good pen, it's fun in a kind of long range support role. Not always the most effective, so if you get really frustrated getting put on the wrong map for your tank and relying on your teammates, not the best tank for you. If that's the case, you're probably better off going with the Object 252U or the Patriot. Or if you want something in the middle, the Lorraine 40T, I really like that as a premium. It's fun, now that it has a smaller clip. Dude, you literally just saw me, like, I saw his turret flip around to my side, and yet he turned even further and hit me. Love it. I needed to hit his side here. Now I have an HE round. I really wish I didn't. Awesome. Okay. Holy crap, there's a T-30 back there as well. Luckily he didn't damage me, but I was not expecting the T-30. I'm a little tap. It'd be very nice to get a little bit of support from these TDs, so... Nope. Alright guys, if you're gonna sit back in TDs and try to help, Could you please actually shoot things? Right now they're in spots that they cannot hit the E50, so virtually they're, you know, they're useless sitting back there if they can't shoot the tank in that specific corner. You don't set up in a spot if you can't help the location that you're setting up to actually help. I have no idea what's available in the store right now, honestly. Hello, Hall Tang. For anyone interested, the mug, I can post a link to it. It's on Amazon. It's actually the only mug for World of Tanks on Amazon. Nothing like super, like, not to say it's not awesome, but yeah, it's just a coffee mug with a KV2 printed on it. It's pretty cool though. Honestly, the reason I got it is it's kind of been like on a things I impulse buy list for a while. I needed something to push me over the minimum to get my USB cords, because they're not large enough to ship on their own. The USB cords to put my camera over there. I would really play, there we go, thank you. I'd play a lot more aggressive here if my teammates were actually going to push up for me. And now I'm tracked. I don't know why I went up like this, but I did. Now I'm ammo racked. No! They killed him at least. I guess that's something good that came out of it. I was trying just to peek up to spot him, but I pulled up a little far. Yeah, a little far for my own good. Hello, green leaf. I need to check off some areas before I push, because I'm alone up here now. Yeah, a temperature indicator. I saw a couple of those. That would be pretty cool. Sorry, Triple D, I do not. Sometimes I run giveaways for tanks and stuff, but I don't just give them out on a whim. Really? I bounced off an Udez. Lord, because now he can one-shot me. I'll try to push up here. This I was stupid and I lost a lot of HP for exposing my lower plate. I think he pushed back further than where I'm comfortable going, but I don't want to go over something too steep here. It's just my team's doing good on the other side, especially the TVP, but go. Just doesn't make sense for me to push out and die, even though they're probably focused on the TVP. It's just getting over that ledge is a problem, because it's not a good area for me to push over, because they're able to hit my lower plate very easily, and Udez has a ton of penetration, but I think that my team will still have this. Anyone interested in Daisy? Get my next tank up here. The Centurion Action X. Where is it? Hey, I literally just bought it. Why aren't you showing up? There we go. For anyone interested in that coffee mug I showed you though, a KV2 coffee mug. That's the link to it. I was gonna say I literally typed right in the Amazon you know, World of Tanks KV2 coffee mug. Didn't show up. There's a couple others on there that aren't like a specific tank and stuff like that, but that's that specific one. Hello Warren, nice to see you. Yeah, it's been a while. My favorite tier 10 is the, well, favorite tank in general, the T110E3. No problem. But the British TDs, they do lack rounds, but I think out of like one match, or all the matches, maybe one, I've gotten close to running out of, you know, shells. They don't fire very fast. You basically get split 50-50 as far as your AP round and your premium Hesh round for those. Been doing pretty good. How have you been doing, Warren? Up here. Not really. Sorry, object. You can push up there. You have armor. Hello, David. Honestly, you know, the coffee mug itself, it's not the cheapest thing in the world. They were lucky that I didn't have any other thing that I wanted to get off of Amazon for about that price. Oop, I was about to say I'm about to get nuked, and yeah, one stupid mistake, especially. I shouldn't have went up there, and this tank's a goner. Unfortunately for the person that requested the Centaurian, sorry, but yeah, I shouldn't have done that. It was just inevitable to where someone was gonna pop on the hill and spot us. But next up is the mouse. Then I have a grind, E50M, and then Dicker Max M48, KV85. Hello, Foreplay, nice to see you. The VK3001H, I believe I have that. I'll put it up there. I know I definitely have like the 3601H, which hopefully you are doing well, Foreplay. Michael Bay FV80. If you would like to do that, sure. I'm guessing you would want, like, what, standard HE? I have never heard of Charter Spectrum. Unfortunately, I am in the Comcast monopoly zone. You either get Comcast or, yeah, you have a dial-up. Like, literally your only chance at anything. Thanks for buying that for everyone, Dana. This is gonna push straight forward. Fortunately, our AMX-30 went one little jump too far. You're supposed to sit behind the Sit behind the pipes there. Move. Trying to get you out of the way. He just shot me. It's like I didn't mean like the messes shot up. I was trying to help him and getting him out of the way of everyone shooting him. I'll play the 183 Michael Bay match. So awesome. The meal one's behind me now because that guy got angry at me and he moved. But holy cow, I prefer if only, you know, people request one tank, but honestly, if he didn't say anything, I probably wouldn't even have noticed if he said two. Self a little shield now. Guy's annoying me with heat, and the AMX-30's annoying me with heat. Awesome, he's dead. Did my job though, just drive out and get punched and shot by everybody. Yeah, I try to cap it at 1 just so it doesn't fill up super quick and, you know, at least everyone gets a chance if they want to request a tank to request some. Plus it gives me potentially a chance to mix in a tank or two that I need to grind, stuff like that. I'm hoping that they can kill a Leopard 1 back there. Well, I don't have an SU-6, holy cow, so unfortunately that's not gonna work regardless. Actually closer than what I thought it should be. Alright, Mr. Udez, you are gonna be my helper here. Yeah, I knew I was angled wrong for that, but I did it anyway. Grind, as far as a tank that I am, you know, I need to accrue experience on to get to the next tank. So, you know, grind essentially. So it's what people say. Yes. It still won't be, say, top of the tier 8 medium premiums, however, it will be a lot better. The main problem with it is it has a very, very large cupola. And it's a little bit large, but it's not bad per se, especially with the pen being higher. Shit, that AMX-30 just drove right behind me. I screwed up. I should have shot that. A little bit surprised he got literally all the way behind me. But such is life. Like he's way back there now. It's just like, come on, guys. Ah, are you kidding me? Really wish there we go. I really wish I had an HE round there. I would have killed him, but still worked. I guess, you know, at this point, lots of gold round probably gonna start flying here. just drive right past that M4. It's all right. Much better off going against a frickin' E100. Pretty good match though in the mouse so far. 6,000 damage, almost 6,000 block damage. Burned out. 1,500 assists. There's a few people that watch from the Asian server. Only a mastery badge second class. That goes to show how freaking broken the mouse is currently. Got a steel ball, high caliber, Confederate award. Somehow 6,000 damage is only enough for a second. I didn't expect an ace, but for most tanks this would at the very minimum be a mastery badge first class, and some it would be an ace tanker. Say like an IS-7, this would be an ace tanker match. But pretty decent match though. Definitely better than the last match. Alright, so before I get to my next request, Uber purchased in the chatbot shop, essentially, which you also tipped Levi here. Hi little bud. Uber purchased Michael Bay Plays Tanks, and he asked for the FV 215V 183 millimeter. So with that, essentially, I have to play that entire match with just HE rounds, specifically. It's over there. Specifically with just the standard HE rounds. So let me get to that tank here. And that's in the chatbot shop, where I have a few different things as far as that you can purchase, whether it's tipping the dog some biscuits, challenging me, doing, you know, something like Michael Bay Plays Tanks here. So here we go. Hello Eric, nice to see you. I'm doing well. Not at work, so it's a good day. Yeah, that's all you're getting. Go beg Ryan. He's probably like, I want a toy, damn it. Yeah, he's actually doing pretty well. He's gonna have a blast too, because after the stream, I gotta pick about another, I don't even know how to quantify it, like basically like another gallon full of blackberries from the backyard. So he kind of sits there and I give him all the like not perfect ones. He loves it. Alright, so this is Michael Bay Plays the FV 215B 183. So I'm probably gonna head south here. Which thanks whoever bought something. I heard the jingle, but I can actually thank you Uber for buying Levi a new toy. I had a feeling that might happen. I didn't like intentionally drop it because of that, but I had a feeling you might do that. Thank you very much, Tornike for the subscription. I'll tip Levi a new toy after this battle here, unless Ryan strolls in and she can do it beforehand. But I hear her back there. She is busy whipping a cheesecake up. Oh my god. That is literally probably the worst reflex I ever have accomplished. Or ever have done. Sometimes I wonder how I can play this game. Well, this is a special match, David. It's Michael Bay Plays Tanks. HE only. Whoever buys it out of the chatbot shop gets to pick what tank I play in. At least there's no Artie here, so I might be able to fight around this corner decently. Even though now they see I'm here. Really? Really 1390? That wasn't even like... Yeah. No, I missed. I don't know why I took that first shot and not, yeah. That shit gets uninstalled. Honestly, with HE here, I won't be able to one-shot anything because the pen isn't as high as a Hesh round, as evident by that. 0 damage from a direct HE hit. Granted, I hit him right on the front of his track, but a Hesh round would have done damage there. Alright, my mouse is... I'll at least help him. So far, 3 shots, 0 damage. Yay, I set him on fire. That splashed him down into the engine deck, which is why I hit him on the turret front, but it splashed him down. That's why he set on fire. That kind of hurt. JPZ 100 shot. On Malshin. Whatever. Not a lot of damage, but I killed him. Push, even though he's throwing APCR, he can go through my turret. Awesome, there's an LTTB behind me. Yeah, I'm dead. Well, unfortunately that wasn't a very fun match for... That's the 183 though. It's... Honestly, I don't pick it to play it, just like on a whim, just because more or less it's very it can't flex anywhere. Like, you have to play it flat, level ground, can't push on people even though it says it has armor. Yeah. But thanks for the match over. Unfortunately, the accuracy wasn't just working, or wasn't working there. So let me tip Levi here.
What do you want? Hey.
He seems the most excited about that one.
I think you made somebody happy. Which, let me get this started. Uh-oh. Do you want your toy? No. Paul. Other Paul.
Oh my goodness!
Somebody's a happy dog. Thank you very much, Uber, for tipping him. Where you going? Please don't rip them apart. Alright, not the best map for... I'm just gonna leave it on the dog cam for a little bit since he's gonna be playing with his little toy here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he wants to stay within the camera angle. At KB2, I can add it to the request list, which at this point, it's... I might stop taking requests here soon, just because there's 2 hours left, but looking at the requests, it's getting close to where I can't take any more. And guarantee that I can play them. Hello, Grigsby. Nice to see you. Good morning. Alright, I'm gonna try to play this aggressively if I don't fall off that cliff. But yeah, if you use the request feature, it does, it makes it easier for me to pick it out. You can't point backwards, leopard prototype. I know that from experience. Probably like, crap, that guy hits hard. Unfortunately, they got me there. I'm proxy spotted by these guys, which really sucks. Centaurian, what are you doing to me, dude? Like baiting me to shoot him. Just barely missed his hole. I think everyone's watching the little dog behind me playing with his toy. I'll switch the camera back over after this battle. Awesome, thank you guys for killing them. Basically, if you're not playing tier 10, the new matchmaker does have a slightly higher chance of you getting either mid or bottom tier for pretty much any single tier now that's not tier 10. Just because there's less outside of tier 10 only matches, especially on the NA server at low population. If you're on a server with a ton of people and you get a higher chance of seeing a match with only one tier in it. However, say like NA or EU server during the off times, you have a higher chance at not being top tier anymore because there's only, you know, X amount of top tier tanks now. It's less than it used to be. Thank you very much, Ghost, for the tip. Honestly, if I could send one of Ryan's cheesecakes out, I'd put it up in the shop for you guys. Thank you very much for the tip. Somebody just bought a cheesecake, Ryan.
What?
They want you to ship it to them.
Where?
To California.
Even possible?
I wish. I'll ask Cisco at work if they can deliver something for me.
Yeah, okay.
Honestly, the delivery driver, he's really fun. I always chat with him. He would probably get a kick out of that. I'm gonna die. I pushed out too far. Not that my team's doing too well, but yeah, gonna need to cap. We're definitely able to cap there. No. Switch it back to me, the camera. But yeah, that's one thing that is now working, unless the guy basically said it's, you know, it's a beta test. Basically, Streamlabs is integrated now into the chatbot, where whenever someone tips through Streamlabs, it gives everybody in chat X amount of Levi biscuits. I have it set up for 5 per dollar. Super chat, unfortunately, that's not. It'll probably be in a next update or two for Fussbot where it'll reward that for super chat as well. But that's currently, yeah, currently doesn't work for that. I can't manually do that either. I can't give out that many biscuits manually. Hello, Fix-It Man. Nice to see you. Yes. I'm glad I'm making work better for you, Tig. Yeah, like some people, yeah, once you get over, I would say, like I watch other streamers. I'm trying a little bit more, like I mainly just watch, to be honest, Rita. Uh, Rita Gamer, I'm sure most people know who she is. I find her entertaining, but once you get over, like, I'd say about 150 people, it seems like, for any stream, it gets a little chaotic. Like, basically, I have my chat set up, not that I have that many people watching right now, to where it's on slow mode. It doesn't tell you on Twitch if a streamer sets that up, but on YouTube it does. More or less, you can type one message, I believe, per 8 seconds. So, say, you know, viewership goes up for me. I would, you know, not bump that up to some, like, absurd number, but I'd basically bump it up to, say, like, 10, 12 seconds, stuff like that, to where it doesn't really impact, you know, you guys just chatting normal. However, it impacts the people that, say, like, type 2, 3, 4 messages really quick, and that's why chat just gets all screwed up and messed up. But not to say I do more than other streamers, because, you know, a lot of people watch them for a reason. They are very good at streaming. I fine-tune the stream a lot on the back end. Like my overlay, I plan on basically changing that up here soon. Make that a little bit different. Whereas other people mainly just like plop a poorly placed webcam overlay somewhere on their stream and it covers up like part of the user interface on Mortal Tanks. Like I've seen a few people that stream and have a ton of viewers, and they literally just plop their webcam like over the mini-map or something important, like that makes no sense, or like over, you know, the damage log and stuff like that. I was worried about Artie, kind of hoping that my team pushes because there's one tank here. They have a lot of people in the south, but trying to do what I can right now. Alright. Still have a leg up, but our team's so scattered that basically those tanks in the south, Facebook hasn't been working on my phone, but they pushed out an update to where it beeps now anytime you get like a little notification. Yep, Facebook's getting uninstalled from my phone. Nice, you're gonna start streaming? And if you need any help, especially easiest like to ask on Discord, feel free to ask any questions. I've tried pretty much most programs. Alright, I'm gonna cap. I got full HP, but yeah, I'm gonna plop on cap. I can shoot off of cap, and they are gonna start pushing back here. Outside of max V range. I'm gonna stick with heat, primarily because the VK here. Not that it's a surefire pen, but yeah. I hate the contact list being broke. I don't know how they did it again, but they accomplished that somehow. This is without a doubt the best decision for us, just to cap. They're at our cap. My computer specs, there's a link in the video description beneath this video here. If you take a look at it, it has everything for my PC. Down to even like my monitor, or not my monitor, like my microphone, stuff like that. Nice try, Artie. Fortunately, your guys pulled back a little bit too far, and they could not shoot the cap when you spotted us. But I will gladly take a cheap little win like that. We would have lost if we had pushed into them. Even though I had full HP, we would have lost that with the amount of high alpha tanks that they had and heavy tanks. Wouldn't work pushing in. Hello, Yosef. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'd list off my computer specs verbally here, but I'll probably mess them up. Hi, dog. He was using his little lamb as a pillow, and I stole it. He's probably gonna run back and lay down like, what the hell, dude? You stole my toy. Yeah. You good, bud? Pretty sure Levi likes you guys better than me some days. Yeah, I finally got to the Dicker Max here. Unfortunately, I'm not top tier and I'm on a city map, but I'm gonna try to make it work. Just need to move a little bit just in case Artie's aiming over here. And I missed. And the Fury is using APCR. How wonderful. And I'm dead by Artie. I will pop back into this again, Panzer. I had a feeling that was gonna happen, but gotta love it. I'll play this after. I'll play this again. The Dicker Max has that problem though of just it all depends on the map with the Dicker Max. I don't have a ton of matches in it, but if I ever get put on a map where I have to fight close up, you just die. But after the M48 here, I'll pop back into Dicker Max since that was extremely short-lived. My plan was, like, I moved a little bit to the left. I was going to push straight towards the castle. However, nobody on my team actually moved out left. I would have been killed by the Fury before anyone helped me. So, hoping that Artie wasn't going to hit me, and it direct hit me. That's World of Tanks for you. If only you guys could see Levi. He's like lounging between his octopus toy and his new lamb. I don't know if you can actually see him. Or here you go. You can have a for his new toy. He uses them as pillows. Which you can see served there in the bottom left-hand corner. Honestly, the Dicker Max, yes, it needs a little more speed, but honestly, the problem with, like, I've brought it up a lot with mid-tiers. Basically, the game over time has sped up, and specifically, guns have gotten, for lack of better words, deadlier than the early stages of World of Tanks. Dicker Max being an old TD, as the game's concerned as far as the timeline, it's kind of been power creep, but mainly the balancing of mid-tiers has shifted heavily towards basically the newer tanks, basically faster, you know, mediums, lights, and basically heavies with big guns. TDs and tanks, unfortunately, that have low armor and HP that aren't exactly fast And Dicker Max is balanced around gun depression and a pretty punchy gun. You just die instantly because your HP is so low compared to the firepower of most tanks that you come across, to where it's just, it's you know, it's painful playing, say, like a mid-tier medium that's not exactly quick, and you know, you might gain a little bit of armor or something over another tank, but it just doesn't matter because you get vaporized instantly. But to me, like, it could use some speed, but honestly, I feel like most tanks, like mid-tiers, just need a little bit more HP, and it would be fine. Hope that there's not another... I was looking to get the 140 out just to, you know, check him off, but they beat me to it. See if I can't help with the E50. The 140 should be fine now. Forgot about you back there. Hello, Bojan Spassky. Unfortunately, now I'm in a spot to where I can't push on them. Alright. Ah. Screwed that up. He didn't shoot me. I'm gonna use my skill rounds here. He's using his APCR. I'm gonna frickin' just spam gold at him too. Comes the 113. It just... I shouldn't have went over on this side with the M48. It's a little bit too large, too slow, to where I knew this was kinda gonna come out to be like brawling and whatnot. Just... It was not the best choice of areas for me. I guess, can't believe I get bounced off the mouse, to be honest. Things got armor, but I just... that was a heat shell, I believe, I plopped it with. Get him... yeah. Just stupid little mistakes I made here. They're gonna cost us, at least this flank. Who knows if it would have made a difference in the overall match, but... I would throw an HE round at him, but there's a lot of areas that I could hit that will not cause any HP damage. I got really lucky. I wasn't even aiming at the right area. Probably like, you're gonna lose anyway, so let's give him this shot. Stat padding till I die here. Yeah. Only a little over 2,000 damage, but that match, I sucked it up. Why don't I use binocular telescopes? I think that is, at least for how I play, I think it's a worthless piece of equipment. Primarily because you literally have to sit still. You can't move your hull at all. I don't sit still all that much, but say in a Dicker Max sitting still, your gun doesn't have a lot of left and right movement. A lot of TDs without turrets don't have that. So every time you turn your hull, you lose that extra view range you get with binocs. Just use optics and have it available every single time. Especially because, you know, you're gaining more view range while you're moving around, which is when you're most vulnerable. And, you know, to me it's a no-brainer to use optics over binocs for virtually every single tank. I would even say over light tanks that you plan on sitting in bushes in. Yeah. It's just having equipment that works all the time is better than certain scenarios because you never know what team you're on, what map you're on, so on and so forth. Thank you, Mirko, for the subscription. So here we go again. I'm in a tier 8 match now, so I can get one shot by things, but yeah, I'll try to make it work again. I'm not very good at airfield here. I will say at this point, I'm probably not going to take any more tank requests because I don't have, you know, it's about the halfway point of the stream, but I'd like to start mixing in a few more tanks I need to grind here. There's a lot of people going to the spot that I'd like to go to, but actually a little bit too many people. It doesn't make sense for me to sit up there now. There's not even enough area for me to sit up there and take shots without being spotted. Just this spot the SG-122 is going to isn't the best. I'm just gonna wait and see though. The Dicker Max, the only reason I would say it's not a good premium tank anymore is just it's left, the game's changed since it's been put in. It doesn't keep up well with the fights anymore, and the gun isn't anything special compared to the downsides it has with armor and lack of HP and lack of mobility. Statistically, you know, the gun, it's still a good gun for its tier. However, the chassis is what kills the tank. Whereas, even though it was a downside when it first came out, it wasn't as drastic as it is in today's game now. Well, I believe the Swedish tank destroyer's siege mode binocs, from what I understand, as well as a camo net, does not work in siege mode if you're moving. So they might have changed that because it, you know, I'm basing that off of when I tried them on the test server. That's when people were testing it. From my understanding, it disengages when you're moving slowly in siege mode, so it doesn't work out well for them either. I literally, yeah. I'm gonna try to get up where this Leo is. It's just, yeah, airfield and live oaks. Even though I don't like them, I'm not someone like, take them out of the game, wargaming. No, they're fun every now and again. I just really hate when I get them several times per day. You know, when you come across it like 4 times in 2 hours, it's a little annoying. They're pushing. I don't know, it needs something right now, because granted I'm trying to play it as safe as I safely play. I did go on the wrong flank for being able to help my team, but at the same time, this is, there we go. It's very cringeworthy that a tank with, oh god, no armor and no HP isn't able to actually get around the map and help out anywhere. Where did you go, Challenger? Probably somewhere that you're gonna get shot on me before I react. That guy. Yeah, that was a very poor shot on my part. Yep, gotta love it. Pretty much the only shot I'm probably gonna get Yeah. At least I set him on fire, but... I shot it at the ground, more or less. I can probably make a shot here work. Keep on pushing. It's like, nope, I don't want you to hit that tank. I'm gonna freaking dive right into the ground. I have a feeling the challenger will pop out over this way, but left and right, excuse me, the limitations on the gun. Well, yeah, not when turning on spot. Just the amount of times that you're kind of moving around in a Swedish CD. It's, you know, it's, to me at least, the way I play it, is very rare to where I'm not moving a little bit with my keys as far as left, right, or forward and backwards. I have no idea what happened to that shot, but it did not want me to hit anything. It was like somebody lobbing like a softball. Alright, but after this is the KV-85. At least I didn't get one shot it in the first freaking minute and a half in this tank. I'm just gonna stay here because this will no, he's right there. Holy crap. Let's try auto aim. Auto aim for the win. Levi's biscuits are peanut butter biscuits. Gluten-free. Chicken, beef, pork, everything free. Pretty much just peanut butter and like chickpeas and stuff. He's allergic to a lot of things. At least I lived and we won. Alright, I haven't played that tank in a while though. Thanks for requesting it. I like pulling tanks out that I haven't played in a while. Here's the KV-85. Then I have an SPG up after this. Hello for free. See you, Panzer. Thanks for sticking around. I'm glad I could, you know, get a second match in for you. Levi is in bliss. He went from, like, kind of begging for toys to... he's passed out. He went to bed. As I say, I have so many blackberries in my fridge right now, and I'm about to have even more when I go pick them. I'm going to be freezing them later today. I'm pretty sure most people know where I'm heading. It might be over that way, I'm not sure though. Just going, I used to always go to this side, but over time I've stopped going there because it does not provide you many options moving forward or backwards without bashing your head through a ton of people camping, artillery, and people directly in front of you. Hello Xavier, nice to see you. Hello Mojo too, nice to see you. Yeah, I don't think, honestly, I don't think that people should be able to exclude maps from their choices, pick maps, stuff like that. I, like, love or hate the randomness of Matchmaker, but it keeps the game different every single time. It's not, say, like, this is going to be probably a bad example, but take, like, League of Legends. Really only has one map in that game. Has a bunch of different heroes, but at least the last time I played it, you come across more or less, you know, the same things every single match. Like, there might be a different hero or two, but they function somewhat the same in their roles, to where to me it gets boring after, you know, playing it for a certain amount of time. World of Tanks, you're always going to come across something different. Gun depression. Get your gun depression, not on this tank. IS, you're literally the top tier, our largest heavy tank, and yeah, I'm gonna push out in front of you because you're taking too long. I literally cannot point down. No! I'm gonna frickin' hit this gun. Nope, somebody beat me to him. I know that there's a tank on my left, but they'll finish him off. Flash freezer? No. Basically the freezers that work, like you watch shows and it's like blast freezers and stuff on the Food Network shows. More or less every fridge in a way is a blast freezer at the restaurant, but it freezes things a little bit faster than a normal fridge, but it's not like something specifically meant to freeze things quickly. I just toss them in my chest freezer here. I'm gonna die without getting anything off here, honestly. I'm surprised these TDs have not shot me yet. I think that rock is my only saving grace at the moment. This guy, though, is able to pretty much end me. But yeah, the gun depression on this thing is terrible. Like, beyond terrible. I got a kill. The gun's good, but only if you're pointing up or... Yeah, I missed. Fortunately, he kind of missed too. Only if you're pointing up at tanks or, you know, on level ground. Shit. I got an HE round, unfortunately, now. Decisions. Screw it, I'll push and hope that that Emil doesn't hit me. Or him. Ah, I missed. Let's say I'm gonna try to out HE the KV2. Okay. Thanks. Thank you very much, KV2. Don't know if that was an actual player or like a bot or something. Yeah. 3 degrees, like Mojo says. It's definitely not 5. 5 is bearable. 3 is when you start noticing that you can't point down to hit a tank directly in front of you. At least it's better than I thought it was gonna turn out to be, but still. Yeah, nice to be ignored. Unfortunately, today's a solo day, since it's my only early stream. But, I gotta win. But yeah, -3 degrees. And if you switch to the 85, it gets a little bit better, I believe, like he said. An SPG request, let me hop into T92. Which, hopefully, like I posted on Discord that my stream schedule might change. Hopefully it doesn't have to, but I'll keep you guys updated if it has to. Just my work schedule might change, but who knows? Take it day by day now. Yeah, honestly, I bring every Saturday I break down and organize all the walk-ins we have. We have a freezer and a fridge. I always bring sweatshirts, and you know, I'm walking around in the kitchen with a sweatshirt because I'm like an actual coat, more or less, because I'm like frozen to death. Ours gets down to about there, yes. Not 40, but I would say -20 our walk-in freezer is. If not, maybe a pinch lower. But our other two freezers inside, they sit around 0, more or less. The one, no, it's like our fryer. That's kind of it's a blower freezer, but not like actual blast freezer. We use that near the fryer for like all the frozen like kid stuff, like the mozzarella sticks and chicken tender, stuff like that. But since you're going in and out of it so much, you know, the temperature fluctuates a lot. Never gets over freezing though. Or above, I should say. I actually got an early spot. It'll be nice if I can get another one. This Oho, though, probably is not going to like me. Eat him about there. No! Why'd he turn? I probably still splashed him, but... Hello, Dave. Nice to see you. Which, I am using cola on a tank. Oh, Lord. This in my M53, I'm only using it until I somehow complete SPG 15 for the T55A, which is damn near impossible to frickin' complete, which is the only reason I'm adding these things on here. So otherwise, you guys know I do not use like the premium food consumables that most other people like tell you you have to use or you're terrible, more or less. I don't like my shot in the T10 until I get all the way over here. But I'm gonna have to, yep, I'm gonna have to start shooting this way. Thanks, team. They left this entire flank open. Might try to just hit this Borsig though, if he stays there. Well, I'm gonna run. Trust me. This currently at the moment, he's gonna pop on this rock. I can get a shot on him if somehow I can direct hit him. $92 damage. I like the T92, but for maps like this where you're having to move around a lot and not taking shots exactly where you set up, because the shell arc on the T92 is very, very flat compared to some other SPGs. You have trouble hitting shots. See ya, holy cow. Thanks for watching. Wait for him to pop up. Like, I could hit him, but screw it. I just don't really have any other shots. I'm gonna keep moving away, but yeah, unfortunately maps like this, or matches like this, I would have been better in an M53, M55, a lot more mobile, more accurate gun. I can move around a lot better and still always stay in the fight. Whereas this, you know, I'm struggling to just get to an area. Granted, my team's still winning, but it's just, I'm struggling to get to an area that I can actually help where I want to. Like, the gun doesn't even point down far enough for me to shoot there. I'm trying to help you, dude. Now I got an angle. Yeah, like, the problem with the El Haloof too is, at least from this side, pushing over here, you don't get better shots pushing over there. Whereas from the other side, usually if I'm in an SPG, I push all the way up to F1, E1 sometimes because it's elevated, whereas this dips down. To where sitting here, you actually can get pretty good shots in the A2. It's just, unfortunately, funky team and wrong side for an SPG here. but at least I got one shot there. No, this is not nearly enough for my mission. Like, I've had, after the patch to where you get more experience for stun damage and assist damage now for an SPG, I've had matches to where I do about 3,000 damage myself in the T92, and on top of that assist with 3 to 4,000 between stun and assist damage, and I'm still about 100 to 200 experience from being the top on my team. That's how difficult it is to complete the SPG 15 mission. They pretty much made it not impossible, but you literally have to have your team hit the minimum, which is 2,500 assist damage. You have to stun or track somebody and they have to cause that. You have to hit the minimum, then your team literally has to die and not do anything else, and you've got to rack up at least 2, 3, 4,000 damage to get top. So it's just one of those things that, yeah. And on top of that, which I'm going to play another SPG because this match sucked. On top of that, like, if you want to get it with honors, you have to win and survive, because if you end up being on a losing side as top experience, you still complete it, but then you're going to have to complete the light tank missions, which currently there's the light tank 7 mission for the T55A, to where you have to spot 3 SPGs and get at least one damaging shot, whether it's a track or HP damage, on each SPG, which is near impossible because most matches you see are between 0 and 2 SPGs, and if you get a 3 SPG game, you have to light them all up yourself without anybody else seeing them while getting damage. Not even just assist damage, but you have to personally shoot them. So that, to me, that's actually harder than the Light Tank 15 mission, to where you have to assist with, I think it's like 7,000, basically combined between you and assist damage. It's like 6,000 or 7,000 damage you have to assist with. To me, that's easier than that. It might be lower than that, though. Hello, Owen. Nice to see you. But hopefully they rework some of these missions again, because it's a little bit frustrating. I actually might take a shot over here. People usually group up very nicely this area early on. Very nice. Much better. Spot it right away. Are you gonna push back for me? Come on, push back. Pretty please. Actually hitting this guy is going to be a challenge. I can splash and stun him, but there's no way for me to direct hit him. But like, take example for this match here, like, not that 1,000 damage is a lot. Since I've tried to complete this mission at least for 2 sessions when I haven't streamed, I almost wish, like, sometimes, like, getting that 1k damage shot was nice. However, I find myself wishing that I hit tanks and don't do damage to them and my team shoots them. Because pretty much, you know, the hardest part of the mission is actually getting your team to assist you with 2,500 damage. The damage itself, you dishing it out, you know, it comes with just, in today's arty compared to previous arty, it's just getting a ton of shots off. You have to shoot most of your shots and just basically tracking people over time. whether it, you know, with indirect damage. That's how you rack up damage in Arty now, because you're not always going to get a bunch of direct shots. Get flanked here. Yeah, I don't really have good angles. Yes, more or less. Some mid-tiers have pretty large caliber guns, but more or less it is just high-tier arty. Guess I'm gonna go into TD mode here, because my team is literally failing at fighting their tanks here. I had one awesome match yesterday. I played for a little bit when I was trying to cool down from the heat. I went into TD mode for like 3 minutes on, I think it was Kharkov, where I killed a mouse, or no, a Malshin, and 2 T-28 prototypes because I was behind them. No! I should have just frickin' used my repair kit to kill him, but I was kind of rushing it there. Yeah. At this point, I'm screwed, but thank you so much, team! But, yeah, more or less, like, let's see, the T-92, we won. I'm actually curious how much damage I did, because I got a couple blind shots there. Yeah, I did a little bit more damage than I thought. But take this match, for example. Not that it was a great match in the least bit. It can gather information a little quicker. Alright, so top 3 damage. Just for, you know, purposes, I did 1500 damage, 224 experience. The way experience is dished out, if you're not spotting a tank, you only gain about 50% of credits and experience from that. However, SPGs are kind of different in a way to where Wargaming screwed them, or not screwed them up, modified them so many times, the coefficient as far as the 50-50 split is probably not 50-50 anymore, which is why they just boost it. When you stun a tank, you gain 20% more than previously you did from the patch before, experience and credits. So it's definitely not 50-50, which is how most normal tanks work. Like if you're in a T-49, you spot something and the AMX-30 shoots it, you split evenly between the two. SPGs, it's much lower. So I did 1500 damage, and when you pop up as far as experience goes, as you see, there's tanks here that do, you know, Tiger P, 753 damage, nothing else that counts as far as experience goes. He got 1 spot, and yeah, it's just different to where, you know, a tank can very easily outpace you as far as experience just because they're not in an SPG. They're either spotting their own damage, or even if they're not spotting it, they're just gaining more for each 1 point of damage per experience than you are, more or less. Yes, if your arty does allow you to put them on, it's very useful. More or less equipment for arty, use a gun rammer, gun laying drive. If you have it, vents. If not, I put optics on. You just want to basically reduce your reload time as much as possible and your aim time. So that's gun laying drive, rammer, and vents. And if you have an open top arty, I switched to vents to optics. Just if you're moving around, it's much more useful than a camo net, because, you know, very rarely are you just, not to say you're just sitting still and not moving an arty, but the way that I'm going to say I think people should play it, and they don't, you should always be moving in between shots. You're going to basically give yourself better shots, and if you're keeping up with like your strong flank, you're less likely to have a scout rush in and kill you in the base. So Which, I have a camo net on this. Probably because it's a low tier and I didn't want to spend money, but I'll say this is probably one of 2 or 3 tanks I actually have a camo net on. Say, I have a Sexton. I don't think I might have played it once. It's one of those tanks I bought it because it was never going to be on sale again. Kind of had a feeling about it. So that's the main reason I bought it. Gonna want to, there's no arty, I'm gonna want to pop up here. I'm the winning end of that, however, a lot more damage than I want to take, because now I'm one-shottable. Oh, the IKV missed. Dude. You're gonna die, unfortunately, unless I can, nope. Sorry, dude. He's gonna get angry. You're like, you didn't help me. Well, you shouldn't have fucking pushed out there. Excuse my language, but that was literally dumb. Well, you can't equip vents on open hull tanks. They automatically kind of come with it. And by that, Wargaming says that they add that into the equation for balancing, which they might have used to, but nowadays, who knows. Yeah, this tank's really fun. Thank you, Atlas, for the subscription. Yeah, this is a fun tank. Unfortunately for me, you know, spotting tanks is kind of out of the equation, because there's no SPGs, and it's a little bit hard to brawl in this tank. Especially after you lose most of your HP early on. I'm gonna try my luck over here. It's just on this other side. They have a lot of TDs that I can't maneuver over there without pretty much instantly dying. Definitely not going to shoot until I self behind a rock. That 1 damage of spotting there made all the difference. The AT-8 I can damage, but not frontally. That was really poor aiming, but luckily with this gun, you're always gonna hit something. Alright. Yeah, the AT-8's gonna push up. If he pushes too far, I will flank him to where the KV-1 not really in a position to push up with him. Oh, and he went that way, unfortunately for me. I'll take a little bit of a chance here. Yeah. That was even with APCR there. That was an expensive clip of ammo. Great KV-1. Whoops. That was close. I didn't actually mean to fall off the cliff as much as I did there. The Jackson's moving a little bit. But it doesn't look like my team's going to reposition to get a better shot, because right now it's a T1 down here. If they just boop, boop, he's dead. And the Hellcat can't really get shots on him very well. I'd like to help you, Jackson, but you have full HP. You can very easily take a shot from both the KV-1 and the Hellcat and survive. I'm waiting for you to make sure this KV-1, or not, if he just pops up there and looks on his left, that'll help me out. Alright. Swap the APCR, because penning a KV-1 even in the back is not 100% chance for me. Hopefully I didn't get proxy spotted. Don't think I did, but I'm about to read about now. Yeah, and he still has 10 HP. That was my fear. Got him! It worked. Oh my god, I am so tempted. Do I do it? I'm doing it. Oh, that didn't work out. I was expecting to boop, plop right on him. We're probably gonna lose now, knowing me doing something fun like that. No, we got it. Alright, my next tank up is gonna be the IS-3. That's what I get for trying to do fun things. Actually have Mastery Bad second class somehow, but he actually had a really good match. That's not an easy tank to play. So I lost credits because I fired 2 clips at APCR, and yeah, they're pretty damn expensive to use. That's why I limit myself to 2. Any more, and yeah. Alright, so I have 3 tanks left as far as requests go, and then I'm just going to be grinding my own tanks after that. I actually didn't even... I'm on Live Oaks, awesome. I actually wasn't even looking what map I'm on because I was the Fussbot developer. I'm kind of pointing out a couple little bugs I saw today because I was changing some things. Yeah, the Type 5, you definitely bleed credits in that thing if you're using, especially the premium HE on the derp gun. This is probably not the best choice for me to head south, but yeah. I knew that we'd had plenty of people in the north. Don't know why we have a WZ-120 and an AMX-30 up there. However, yeah, this is necessary evil. Thank you very much, Grigsby, for the tip. Let's say you didn't request it, but there's actually a PZ34 request coming up here. Awesome. What do you run in raffles? You win Levi biscuits, the stream currency. There's something that spotted me here. Which I actually have something fun I hope that I can set up. Maybe I'll try it after this battle here. Awesome, nice spotting damage. It's called betting. More or less, I'm gonna put up a question with a certain amount of answers to them. You guys have to answer the question. I'm gonna, yeah, probably die because I can't spot the T-54 sitting behind that bush. Don't know whether he intentionally set up there. I do that sometimes, to where if you sit far enough behind that bush, you can't get spotted. But you guys will have to pick the correct answer. It'll show up on the stream, and you have to type, I think it's exclamation point bet and then space and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever answer you think is the right one. And the winners, I believe, forget. I'll have to look. I think the people that win get Levi biscuits in return for winning. So hopefully this works. It's the first time I'll ever be doing it during a live stream. I tested it yesterday, but whether or not it works is, yeah, beyond me. And unfortunately I died, especially from a heat sniping bat chat. Awesome. Alright. I have a VK 3001H. Do I actually have that tank? I do. Let me see if I can delete it my it might take me a couple matches to set this up. It deleted my freaking answers here. Honestly, I forget what I had it all set up yesterday, and it just went and screwed me here. Yeah, I'll fix it. I'll try it after this battle here. Yeah. I was just looking. It kept the strange thing, it kept my question and it kept one answer, but it deleted all the other ones. And I'm just sitting there like, how the hell did that happen? Holy crap, what the hell kind of gun? Oh, I have a 105mm on this. I was like, why is my ammunition set up this way? And what the hell did I do to deserve this? I guess that's what I did to deserve this. Dude, seriously, I know I pulled in front of you. However, you literally can't damage him because all that's sticking out is his track. That was a little annoying. They are going to cap like there's no end here. We need to get to the cup. Oh, I was back to frickin' AP there. Oh god. Not playing, but he's still spotting me. Alright, now I definitely have to go to the cat. There's just no time for me to think around now. And literally all of our mediums are just sitting here. Awesome. You guys realize that they are capping with 40 seconds left, and sitting there you're not able to actually hit. There are two heavies that are capping us. I'm gonna worry at about 15 seconds. I missed. Gotta love it. And I'm dead before I even can get... Are you kidding me, team? Like, this is what pisses me off, to where I didn't want to push in. Like, that finally, they reset them. Thank you, M4. Like, I didn't want to push in there and basically die because I am not confident in the rest of them actually killing the rest of them. But, like, yeah. It was just, they were sitting there and shooting at everybody that wasn't on the cap. That was a little frustrating. But that's why, you know, mid-tier matches are like they are. They're very unpredictable. Alright, so... I'm just making sure this is actually going to work before I start it. It's the first time I've ever done this, so hopefully it's gonna work here. Which, disclaimer, don't know what exactly the award or reward is for this. I will, basically the way it's gonna, see it Tig, thank you very much for watching. Basically, it's gonna show you, it's gonna pop up in the chat as far as betting is now open. You're gonna see on the screen, it's gonna pop up a question, and there's answers. You more or less have to type exclamation point, it'll tell you what to type, space, and then there's a number assigned to each answer. And if you answer correctly, at the end here, it'll say who basically wins or not. As far as my understanding from this, the winners essentially split all of the coins that were betted into the bet here. You can bet up to a maximum of, let's do 1,000 coins. You can bet a minimum of 1 coin if you would like to, the Levi biscuits. If for whatever reason it doesn't deal out Levi biscuits to the winners, I'm just gonna take the names down and I'll do it after the stream here. So let's start this and hopefully it works. The question is, what game haven't I played before? You can look into the chat and basically the answers are there. You type exclamation point bet space, you type the one you want to bet on, space again, and the amount of coins up to 1,000 that you want to bet onto that. So the choices are League of Legends, Shattered Galaxy, Civilization 6. It cut it off here. Number 4 is Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Number 5 is Overwatch, and number 6 is Team Fortress 2. There's 6 answers. you know. So basically the answer here, if there's 1 through 6, so number 1 is League of Legends, number 2 Shattered Galaxy, number 3 is Civilization, number 4 is Call of Duty. It cut it off, but number 5 is Overwatch, and number 6 is Team Fortress 2. So there's actually 6 options. Sorry that it cut it off. But Andrew, it will, as Andrew bet there, it will actually give you feedback on if your bet was received or not. Next time I'll have to I'll put a bet in myself early on so it pops up onto the overlay quick. So yeah, to bet, you basically do it how Andrew did. You type !bet. From top down, from what you see on the screen, it's number 1 through 6, and then the amount of coins after that you want to bet. Which I am getting torn to shreds here. Awesome. But you can bet anywhere from 1 coin up to 1,000 coins. There's about 30 seconds left to enter. I probably should have put more time on it since this was the first time doing it. But it'll say when the bet's closed, and then I get to select the option. Alright, so basically the right answer of what game I haven't played for, Team Fortress 2. I've never I have never played Team Fortress 2. I've played every other game on that list. So congratulations, Uber, Scud, and Randall. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, Dana, for missing out at the end there. Hello, JM. The next one, I'll have to come up with another one. I'll make it a little bit longer, since it is a little hard to get everything together in like 3 minutes. But you guys, I'll check to see if it added all the Levi biscuits to your name. Hello, Horia. Nice to see you. If it didn't, though, I'll give you guys each, off the top, I'll just do like 1,500 Levi biscuits for each of you. I was mainly curious how this was going to work. Somehow I just bounced to Churchill 3. Oof. I didn't even see he was there. My bad. But let me see. If it did it or not. It doesn't look like it did. So I'll do that after the stream. I'll credit you guys each. What you won there. Alright, so let me move along here. I'll try to come up with one more of them here before the end of the stream too. Unfortunately, that match, I just lost so much of my HP early on, where later on I was stupid to push out because the ELC could very easily just plink me with HE and kill me. So we have a KB2 here. I just need to come up with another question as far as... I think I have a question. Or, I'll do a pretty easy one. I'll do it after this battle, though. Thank you very much, Lobobo, for the tip. Yes, he usually catches Thursdays and Sundays. Oh, it did? I was gonna say, how much did you bet? 500? It gave you back what you bet in? I'm still gonna give you guys more if it gave you back what you bet. It just doesn't give me an option to like set a... Hello Jade, nice to see you, and Casper as well. But after this battle, I'll do another bet and I'll open it up for at least 5 minutes. Dude, what's my dog's name? That's a little too easy. I have a somewhat easy one that I think most of you guys that have watched me for a while will be able to get. But it's not easy enough to where it's a surefire thing. Okay, you bet 100 and you got 500? Okay. Thank you very much, Lobobo and Grigsby, for the tips. I'm glad you enjoy a lot of the mid-tiers. Which I'll have to... Oh no, never mind, there hasn't been any super chats today. I was like, I haven't had to update my tip goal for the month yet. But the question is that I'm going to be doing after this is how old am I? No, I'm gonna get hit, but I was hoping I'd... that's kind of worth it. Did double basically the HP that he calls to me. A lot of people on my right that I am very afraid about. Thank you very much, Lavovo, for another tip there. Ah, I just grazed him. I know, be careful gambling in New Jersey. Come on, accuracy. I bought a mug with the... Awesome. I bought a mug with the KV2 on it. You have to give me something here. Okay, they're actually gonna push before I make it up there. If I had to guess, they're gonna kill this guy, kill that guy, to where me pushing up behind them isn't gonna work out very well. I wanted to flank them, but yeah, it's too risky to where I can get a shot here most likely. I don't think I'm proxy spotted. Turned around for the OI. Awesome. I was say Atlantic City, like, granted, you know, I don't remember like years ago because I never really went there when it was probably a little bit better, you know, basically Atlantic City is like bankrupt at this point, where the states basically took over most of the city as far as the government goes, because it's like, it's a really bad place to be in now. A lot of it actually, like, you know, there was the whole 2008 economic thing, but basically there's so many houses in the city that are abandoned because the city has a huge flooding problem, to where high tides are actually flooding streets in large parts of the city where a bunch of the poorer people live, to where nobody wants to actually go in and fix things, and you know, there's no money to fix it. But you gotta love the whole, you know, climate change, whether you believe it or not. It is a thing to where I was reading something to where basically in the past, it's 10 years or so, there hasn't been this problem, you know, in past decades, to where now in Atlantic City and a lot of other places around me, if it's like high tide or like a abnormally high tide, like full moon, stuff like that, you know, you have basically all the drains and streets start to get water in them, that the, you know, sea level's risen. Hello Graham, nice to see you. I know I missed a couple trees. Hello JT as well. Alright. Not the best match, but not too shabby for a KV2. So I finished tank requests here. Not really going to be you know, taking any more. I'm going to finish the stream with some grinds, but let me get this up. Basically the question, this is the second time basically it's gonna be going, which there's a throwaway one to where I'm gonna bet so it pops up on the screen. I'm gonna choose a wrong answer, more or less here. So basically it's gonna pop up on the screen again, this bet, to where you type exclamation point bet, then starting at the top, the first answer to the question of how old am I is number 1, the bottom one is number 6, and then after that type the amount of coins you want to bet, anywhere from 1 to 1,000. But let's see, get 5 minutes, start the bet here. They actually all showed up too. So number 6 is obviously wrong. I am not 35. Hello, Sasuke. Aizen, nice to see you. But this should be a pretty easy one for everybody, or most of you guys. Whenever I test anything new out on the stream, it's a very easy. You mixed up the order of that Uber. But man, you guys are you're all getting this wrong now. Whenever I test something out though, I always make sure everyone gets compensated. But the order of it is exclamation point bet, and then the answer 1 through 6, and then space the amount of coins after that. If you do it right, it'll give you a response. So don't dirt me. Hoping to pull. I got enough people behind me to pull them around. 68. I should have picked a harder question, but ooh, I'm definitely not going in front of him. I have not been playing. You only can do. Yeah, you only can do up to 1,000. But I guess it automatically reduces it to the max. Hey! Stop. He's licking his paw. He's not supposed to. No, there's no treats. I did have 27 in there, and 28, but I figured giving people a bunch of different options that I'm gonna die. This didn't work. And there's still about 2 minutes left for anybody that wants to join in. Obviously, most people think I'm 26, which you never know. I might have been lying to everybody. I would say that Levi is about to make a lot of biscuits here. See you, Bojan. Have a nice day. You only can do it once, unfortunately. I can set it up to where you can actually bet multiple times. You know, I play the field, but I'm only gonna do one entry for now. I'm actually very disappointed in you guys that you don't know that I'm only 20 years old. I know I'm from Alabama too. Which I have to select the answer. I'll do it after I get out of a precarious moment in a battle. Awesome, I got ammo rack with the first damn shot. Hello, Snoot. Nice to see you. What makes someone good at World of Tanks? I'm trying to think of something witty for you, but I'm at a loss right now. Yes, I do. In October. Someone's good at World of Tanks if they watch Quickie Baby. Hopefully you know who Quickie Baby is. Like, it's a pretty well stated fact that Quickie Baby is pretty much the best person ever. I am failing and my team is not out there. So gotta play down a flank right now. Hello, heavy metals. It's nice to see another person from South Jersey. Glad you like to stream. Oh, I didn't actually hit him. Probably hitting the IS-4 in front of him, to be honest. Another ammo rack. At this point, I'm just gonna, yeah, take a shot and bounce off of him. This is not my past couple matches here. And I'm dead. It's all Ryan's fault, so.
Hey.
Alright, so how old I am? 26. So most of you guys got that.
Sure about that?
Yeah. I thought really hard about how old I was before putting that up there. Big guns. That also helps. But I think that's gonna be it for the bets tonight. I'll have to. Do you want to tip Levi another biscuit? Yeah. I'll have to come up with some questions and stuff, or maybe you guys, if you want to pitch them on Discord.
Biscuit dust.
You can pitch them on Discord if you would like. All right, let me actually play the bat chat. You like the new camera spot?
Yeah, it's much better than being strung across the room. Jesus. The wire even running.
Give me some credit. It's underneath the baseboards.
Okay. I just wasn't sure.
But, alright.
You bought a tank mug?
Yes. Maybe I'll have to put up next time I'll have to put up how old is Levi? It's a little bit harder. Thanks, Leith. You must be born in the Baltic states to be good at World of Tanks. Your cheesecakes in the oven?
Yeah, they're...
Trying to hook you up with his personal chef friend? What are you getting into? Well, not to say like a personal chef, my opinions on them is some of them are not real chefs, but if they actually are like a through and through professional personal chef, just be prepared to have a flexible schedule. Doesn't matter what kind of cook you are, pretty much your schedule is very inconvenient. Like, I'm lucky to where, like, I work 5 to basically 3:30, to where, yeah, it's really early in the morning, but that's probably, like, at least for, like, a chef in a restaurant, the best schedule you're gonna get to have a normal life. Because most others work, like, 2 p.m. to midnight, like, stuff like that. Personal chef, though, I would be prepared for, you know, flexible schedule, lots of probably cursing, a very, if they're like actual cooks, like the mentality, like I'm pretty, you know, I'm tame on the stream here, but you get a pretty sick sense of humor working in a kitchen with the people that you work with. But also prepared to gain a little bit of weight, because you will be eating food that isn't exactly typically food that, like, say a professional cook makes. It's not exactly the best for you, unless you're like, say, one of those fancy smancy vegan or vegetarian chefs. Usually has a lot of like butter, salt, the good stuff. Gotta taste good. Clean up, except for I can't pen him. How old is Ryan? Oh, that would be a pretty good question. I don't know if she would like that, and I don't think I've ever said how old she is on the stream. Not to my ammo rack. That just screwed me up to where I'm gonna pretty much bounce off of him every single shot here. I'm just too close to... Oh, I'm dead. Thank you, whoever killed him. I'm too close to pen his lower plate. See you, Casper. Thank you very much for watching. Which thanks for purchasing trickle-down biscuits for everyone, Grigsby. Which, I will try to... I'll pop into the Strub 103B, but I'm not taking any more requests, more or less, Heinrich. But that tank I don't mind popping in again. Just towards the end of the stream here, I typically just do some tanks I'm grinding. That way I actually get somewhere. No, there's a Borsig. Thought he'd pop back and get me. Or did I bounce off the back of a Strug 103? It's a little bit lackluster. Mainly the penetration. I still, you know, I like it. I think it's a fun tank to play, but I should have went left instead of right. But I like the 4-round autoloaders that the French tanks have now. Oh, I have said how old she is? Okay. I forgot. So that's a potential question there. But mainly with how they balance lights, like I think mid-tier lights are a little bit underpowered, mainly tier 6 to the stock tier 8s. Elite tier 8s are alright, and the tier 9 and 10 are great because once you hit tier 9 and lights now, your penetration, more or less, it's not on par with medium tanks, but it's close enough to where I think tier 9 and 10 medium, or lights, even though some people hate them and think they're unbalanced as far as being too bad or not good enough. I think they're all pretty damn good. You can't just look at, say, like the overall accuracy and write them off because they have a little bit lower DPM, a little bit less penetration, a little bit less overall accuracy. However, you gain pretty much for all of them almost non-existent on-the-move accuracy losses, to where you're moving around and your aiming circle's almost fully aimed in, to where they're meant to be played like lights. You spot a bit, which I just ran into a rock, trying not to tip myself over. You know, you're meant to be spotting, moving around a lot, flanking people, and I think once you hit tier 9, it just opens up and they're a blast to play. Tier 8 though, you know, you're held back by the lack of pen against higher tiers and heavy tanks, and that hurts you a lot. He did not win guessing I was 87. How old is Meat Shield number 1? Honestly, I don't know that one. Hello, Dave, or see you, David. Sorry, got mixed up there. Thanks for watching. Honestly, you know, apparently I've said how old Ryan is before, but I believe that most of you guys that might like just be guessing will be off from that number. See you, Grigsby. Thank you very much for watching. Have a very nice day. I could troll the hell out of everyone and make a question, where's Cody from, and frickin' make it Alabama. Because it lets me pick the right answer after everyone has bet it and it's over. It doesn't have like a set answer. Yes, I have a general age. I just don't know exactly what it is. Everyone said like their ages, I know, a few times in the chat. Honestly, in today's America, that could mean that you're let's see, 40 with some things nowadays. Well, I set him on fire. Fortunately, he had some sort of fire extinguisher, but he's dead now. Thank you very much, Dana, for the tip. I'll have to see what number that is. I don't even know what the goal's at this point. Okay, I am banking on... Oh god, there's an Oho. I was like, I'm banking on most of these guys not being able to penetrate me. With that VK pushing down here. Mainly concerned about the Oho now, but the VK is the easiest shot. But with them capping behind me, I am content with sitting. They're fine with sitting out there. His VK heavy tank's never gonna get back down. There we go, and we capped out. But you could always go grab us lunch.
Waiting for this fucking lady.
When's she coming?
Well, she had messaged me this morning. She was like, "How does 9:45 sound?" But I didn't get it until later. But she had also said, "Or between 11 and 11:30."
Okay.
So I said between 11 and 11:30 works, but she never responded.
Okay. Well, at least I got the most amount of damage here. Ryan's getting trolled by some random lady.
Oh, I am not.
Alright, what? I got the double done on that. Why don't I pop into a T49 here? I'll switch to the dog cam.
I love that your little chipmunk giggles.
Even though he's... There he is.
Little baby lamb.
As far as this stream, I'd say Martin, he still pops around.
Sit. Sit.
Not as much as
Other hand.
he used to, but he still popped around. As I'd say, in the chat bot here, there's basically a section that has every single person that's ever watched, more or less, and it shows me like your view time, how much coins you have, the join date, last time you've been in chat, stuff like that.
I'm sorry.
So I can search and bring up things pretty quickly. Yeah, betting, it seems like it multiplies it, I think, by 5. Or it multiplies it something based off of how many biscuits have been entered.
How many biscuits you bet?
I don't know. Miss Smarty Pants. But more or less, everyone got a little bit of a Levi biscuit bump today. Hello, Joshua. Nice. Well, nice to see you again. Glad all's going well. was a poorly shot round. Yeah, I'm gonna... Normally I wouldn't fight against a Type 4 head-on, but he wasn't aiming my direction. Close. Come on, shoot me one more time. Guess that works. Oh, I'll have to ask her if she when she would like to play. Since that's currently at 0 still, since it's been a little bit of a hectic summer for us here as far as work and whatnot goes. Today's pretty much one of 2 days that we actually see each other. I won't make her play a game. But if she comes back in, I might ask her for you guys. Yeah, I stayed there way too long for my own good, because literally like all my team's in this one little spot. Yeah. Oh well. I haven't been playing I played good in the beginning of the stream here, but kind of died off here a little bit. I did catch up on Game of Thrones, yes. We did that yesterday. So no one can spoil that for me now. I wouldn't spoil it for anybody. And if anyone tried to do it here, I'd auto-ban them. But, who would have known that Sean Bean came back from the dead and killed Cersei? Yeah, right. See you, Graham. Thanks for popping in. Well, yeah, Game of Thrones is the most copyrighted, or not copyrighted, pirated show. But yeah, try not to talk about it much here because I know a lot of people love the show, me included, and Ryan, to where spoiling things is a no-no on the internet. You'll probably get some person that gets really offended you spoiled it for them, and they will hunt you down and I don't know, send you like dog poop in the mail or something. Alright, so I probably have this match, maybe one more. With how I've been playing, it'll probably be another match, but hopefully I do well in this and I don't pop into another one. But my next stream's gonna be... I like that show as well, The Last Ship. Yeah, I like that. Ryan likes it too. My next stream's gonna be tomorrow night, 7 to 9. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys there. Ready? Artie's aiming. That wasn't worth it. I don't know what some of the people on my team are doing right now. Yeah, I need to move because Artie's just gonna focus me the entire freaking match. It's just we don't have enough people out here, honestly, to push. Unfortunately for the 430, he moved up. I wanted to do as far as pushing up, but we just don't have anybody pushing over here to actually go out against the tanks that we can see. It just sucks because once you get pushed back to the base here, it's very difficult to actually win this match here. I would say I've never heard of that show, The 100. Unfortunately, at this point, I usually keep track of shows people recommend me, but Ryan and I barely can keep up with the shows we watch already. Netflix. I don't have Netflix. Yeah, we gonna have some troubles here, guys. I like this little spot though for when this flank's weak. Especially if you're in like a tank destroyer. It works out pretty well. A little hard for people to hit you, especially if there's people beneath you, because they have to aim at 2 different spots. And Artie, not that you're completely safe from Artie, it's hard at times for Artie to hit you because they can overshoot you and it won't splash you at all. Fortunately for us, wee bit of a problem as far as 2 of us out here now and our Artie. Hopefully our Artie's able to assist us enough, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Yeah, considering 4 of our like heavy tanks are, I know there's a TD mixed in, are basically just staring at a mouse waiting for him to die, and nobody's actually pushing on him. So when you're outnumbered, you kind of just have to push. Like, it doesn't matter if you get shot a couple times. It does not help your team if you get murdered on literally the entire rest of the map, and you're just sitting there more or less waiting on 1 to 2 enemies. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna die. I definitely squeezed as much as I could out of this match as feasibly possible. But basically people not doing anything on this strong flank. Yeah. 2,800 damage. I'm gonna play 1 more match here too. See ya, Andrew. Thanks for watching. I was gonna say, I didn't hear about that, Joshua. Let's see, what, I think why don't I play a tank I haven't? I'll play the T110 E3, or E5 I'll go with. This will be my last tank of today. Let me start a raffle here. It'll last 5 minutes. Winner gets 500 Levi biscuits. All you have to type is !raffle to enter. That bad of a map. I can't wait for like, I'm halfway through summer at this point, like our busiest time. I can't wait for summer to be over to where a little bit more time to do stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to do more things with the stream here. Like, I did mention it on Discord and a couple times with the stream here that there is a greater than, say, 10% chance right now that my schedule at work might change. So I'll keep you guys updated as far as that goes. Because I might not... I thought I wasn't going to be able to stream today because I'd have to work. But, yeah, if that's the case, you know, for the rest of the summer, if that happens, I'll be streaming like 2 or 3 days, but only at nights. Because I'd be, you know, basically working 6-7 days in a restaurant. But hopefully that doesn't happen. I'll be like a zombie by the end of the year. Awesome. How do you not have a fire extinguisher in the FV215B? Holy crap. He just lost an extra 700 damage because he does not have a fire extinguisher in the tank. I would say that tank gets set on fire the most out of any tank in the game. That's saying a lot. Like, Yeah, I am legitimately surprised that there's a driver out there that doesn't have one in that tank. Make sure you put an exclamation point before raffle to enter. You only can enter once, but yeah, make sure you put a exclamation point before it. This is definitely my last battle for the stream today. Tomorrow I'll be platooning so I'm starting to frickin' get tongue-tied. My mouth's my mouth's like a cotton mouth right now because I drank a little too much coffee here. Alright, guess I'm not going backwards. So if anyone wants to platoon, you know, feel free to message me. I will fit in as many people as possible. Yep. I went around the corner wrong there, obviously. Whoops, just shot a dead tank there. I'm not worried about him. Set myself up though to trying to be sneaky, but he wasn't even freaking facing me. Not facing me. I'll gladly just get some free damage there. Almost at 4,000. The E5's nice when you're not up against a ton of tanks with high alpha, specifically tier 10 TDs. Otherwise, like, basically don't get flanked and the tank shines, but if you come across, you know, high alpha tanks, it struggles because typically they can pen you in your weak spots, and you know, your tank's good, however you just can't keep up with the 750,000 damage shots that you're taking. I hear my PC's starting to ramp the fans up because this time of day my AC goes off, but usually my fans run on like 20% as far as the fan speeds. Must get more damage. My last battle, I'm allowed to be a little greedy. No. Where could this bat chat be? Whoa, really? Thanks. You hit me literally in a wide open field. Great. Congratulations, Dana, on winning the raffle. Pretty decent fight, though. Mastery Badge 2nd class, Confederate Award. Not too bad there. Most amount of damage. Yep, our team pretty much won this not single-handedly, very easily. But thanks again for watching, guys. It was a pretty fun stream. And I'll see some of you guys tomorrow. Otherwise, you know, stream tomorrow night, but then Sunday. Hopefully the days don't have to change, but anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Have a very nice day, and I will see you around. I'm gonna go play some Team Fortress 2 now, so see you guys another stream.